Hey guys, it's Felicia Zee, and on this segment I'm going to make a chicken marsala. I'm using 4 skinless and boneless chicken breasts, and I'm going to season them before they go into the pan. I'm using kosher salt to season the chicken, and then some fresh ground pepper, and I'm going to do this to both sides. This is a stainless steel pan. You can also use a Teflon. Now every oven and every pan heat differently. In my experience, this pan heats up pretty quickly, and one way to test this is just to sprinkle some water. Okay, so that's ready to go. The water evaporates almost immediately, or it just beads around the pan until it's gone. I'm using canola oil. You could use safflower oil or corn oil. Now, once it starts warping, I like to compare it to the Terminator, what was it, the T-1000, where it looks like liquid mercury. Then we're ready to go. And place this very gently away from you. I'll give this a couple of minutes before I turn it over and see how well it's browning. So it's been about 2 minutes. Let's just take a peek and see how it's looking. It looks good. I guess I'll give it another minute or so before I turn it over. This one needs a little bit more time. These two seem to be well on their way. These two may need an extra, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute. I'm going to leave it alone. Typically a 1-inch piece of chicken or 3/4 of an inch takes about, I would say, 3-4 minutes on each side. You don't want to overcook, but you also don't want to undercook. So it has to be just perfect. If your chicken is cooking or browning too quickly, monitor the heat and lower the temperature just a tad. As I said, every oven, every stove heats differently. Yeah, this is browning too quickly. I like to get a good internal temperature as well. So if it's browning this quickly, then the inside won't cook. Alright, so it's been about 4 minutes, and I think I'm ready to turn this over, especially this one over here. I think this one's good. I may just give it a little longer on the side. And remember, I turn it down just a tad because I don't want it to cook too quickly. It's been about 4 minutes and this chicken is cooked. Now I'm going to add my shallots. And shallots don't generally take too long to cook, so I'm just going to spread it. I'm just using the fat from the chicken breasts. I didn't add any more oil into the pan. So I've left the chicken aside for it to rest, and I'm working on the sauce, and the shallots look good. They look nice and brown. I'm going to add in the mushrooms and saute that really quickly. Give that just a minute or two, and then add a little bit of cheap wine. I'm using a Pinot Grigio, a Sauvignon Blanc. Keep the good wine for drinking. And this is just to deglaze the pan. I'm going to scrape all the brown bits from the bottom. That's where you're getting all the flavor. Turn the heat up just a little bit more. And once this is completely reduced, it should take about another, I would say, a minute, if even that. It smells good. Now I'm going to go ahead and add about 3/4 cup to a cup of this sweet Marsala wine. I'm going to turn this up just a tad. Once again, this has to reduce. Once you get a nice thin color on the bottom of the pan, you know, like a coating, then we'll go ahead and add the other components. In fact, while this is reducing, I'm going to go ahead and add a bay leaf and oregano. Trying to get this out of its little container. You can also use thyme or sage, but I like the smell of oregano, fresh oregano. You just can't go wrong with that. And leave this until it reduces. It should take a couple of minutes. All right, so the marsala is reduced, and I'm going to add some heavy cream. Half and half is fine as well. Always taste your dish. See if this needs any more salt and pepper. I don't want to burn my mouth. It does need more salt. I'm going to go ahead and taste again. I'm going to add a little bit more of the cream. I only put in half the cream, but I think I put a little bit more. I just don't want to water down the flavor. The flavor is very important, and you have so many elements in here. Now to take out another spoon. I think I need a little bit more salt. And that should do it. A little more pepper doesn't hurt. Plate this dish, add the sauce. This looks so beautiful, nice and rich. That's what you're looking for, and full of flavor. And this completes our chicken marsala segment. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.